I'm so excited. I haven't done something like this in so long because of 2020, and I get to drink.
Well, happy holidays, Miss Lilly Singh.
Thank you. I forgot it was the holidays. But you're right. It is in fact the holidays. You are correct. Happy holidays.
Who knows what day of the week it is, but I do know we are ready to say goodbye to 2020, and you, my friend, are ringing in the new year in a big way. What can you tell us?
I can tell you all the things. I can tell you that I'm so excited to be hosting this Bud Light Seltzer Session for New Year's Eve. I haven't done something like this in so long because of 2020, and I have all this pent up energy. And so you're going to see a very energetic me while hosting this event. And I get to drink.
You do?
I do.
Okay, well, I also want to know what you get to wear, because it is held virtually, like from the waist up. Are you going to be in that New year's Eve flare and then sweats, or what?
No, I'm going to be in sweats the whole time because the whole body will be in sweats. I'm on a strict authenticity and comfort diet where I will only be comfortable and myself is probably going to be in some sort of oversized tracksuit.
What is New Year's Eve typically like for you?
You know, this is a huge deal for me. I like to have a certain vibe to my New Year's Eve, but this year's been an exception. I actually jumped at this opportunity because, like I said, this year's been different. And I haven't got to have too many of these exciting live-ish hosting moments. So I feel really, really good about this. And I think this is the absolute perfect way I'd want to bring in this year. It kind of like this is what we're going to go into 2021 with, more of this.
Right, and then hopefully maintain this energy.
Exactly, and then hopefully not go back to my house for another year. Hopefully leave my house again.
I'm still in my four walls. Hopefully I get up. But thankfully we have shows like yours to keep us entertained. And I know that season 2 of your late night talk show hits January 11th. That's the premiere with an all new look. What can you tell us about that?
I can tell you that, like I said, it's a whole lot of me. You know, yeah. I think I'm bringing my full authentic self to late night, and I don't want to have it any other way. I want to be imperfect. I want to be me. I want to talk about things I think are funny and true, and you'll see that in season 2.
Welcome to the first episode of A Little Late with Lilly Singh.
What was the biggest lesson you would say you learned in that first season?
I think in season 1, as much as I wanted to front in interviews and be like, I'm going to be me and not listen to the pressures, I absolutely listened to the pressures. I absolutely made comments and monologues or like made jokes and monologues that I'm like, oh, this is not really authentic. And I don't know if it's that funny, but I'm going to say it because hopefully it's funny. I think I let a lot of the headlines and voices get in my head. Yeah. And I'm learning to not let that happen. Again, it's a work in progress, but I'm learning to just really give myself permission to do me.
And to still have fun, right?
Exactly. Fun is actually crucial. Thank you for bringing that up.
Yeah.
Fun is so crucial, which is another reason I'm so excited about New Year's Eve, because I don't know if I mentioned this, I get to drink. And I get to drink a mango Bud Light Seltzer, and yes. I get to work. And as an Indian, the mango also makes me very happy. So it's all of my favorite things combined. And I'm very excited about it.
Very on brand. I love to see it for sure. Well, you know, on that first season of your show, you had a lot of famous guests on there: John Legend, Mindy Kaling, Charlize Theron. You know, like B-list people. No, is there anyone left on your dream guest list?
Of course. You know, I had a lot of people on the show that were really great friends of mine, but I didn't get to have all of them. You know, I didn't get to have Priyanka Chopra. I didn't get to have Dwayne Johnson because of scheduling. And also, if I'm very honest, that's talking about celebrities, but I'm also very interested in having people who are not necessarily traditional celebrities, but are doing dope things. I'm very intrigued I just want to have good conversations, you know? Yeah. I want to talk about people who are doing good things for their community, who are innovative, who haven't gotten their shot on a late night show yet. I want to have those conversations. So I'm very excited about that.
Some deep ones too,
exactly.
I'm sure, and personal. I mean, you've always been such a great storyteller, you know, and I know that this year a lot of focus for a lot of people has been on mental health. How have you been checking in with yourself and your well-being and your mental health during these times, especially when, I mean, you're still working, you know, you're still busy?
Yeah, I think mental health is so important, especially this past year, like you mentioned. Something I've been doing more is, this is a very specific thing, but I've been practicing the art of taking back control. I have realized through pandemic that a lot of the silver lining has been that I've learned a lot of the reasons I'm ever upset or stressed is because I'm giving my control away to something. More often than not, it's social media. And so I've tried to just create some balance in my life between myself and the things that have previously consumed me. So, you know, I don't have social media on my phone anymore. I try to really talk to myself before I go to bed. I try to check in with myself. I try to meditate. So it's become very important, especially this year.
When you look back on this year, though, what will you remember the most?
Ooh, what will I remember the most?
What's a highlight for Lilly Singh in 2020?
I mean, listen, this is always an interesting question because this year has been so tough. And so it always feels so awkward to be like, but this amazing thing happened. But, you know, I don't want to dismiss the accomplishments I did have because I do believe in celebrating them. I'm very proud of the work I've done on my show thus far for season 2. We're just in the process of shooting. You know, I got to release a really cool comedy special called Sketchy Times, which I was very, very proud of and I continue to be proud of. And on a personal note, I moved at the beginning of lockdown. And I know that's a strange thing, but it was so unique to me because moving during a literal lockdown is a unique experience. I have not had furniture for the past 7 months.
Oh, yeah.
Like I haven't had a couch. I don't have any furniture. And so it's been a very humbling experience for me living in that house. So that's been something I'll definitely remember.
You're literally starting on a clean slate, huh?
100%. I right now have a weighted blanket on my floor that I use as the couch. It's okay.
Luxury. I love to see it. You know, obviously it has been a tough year, but I do want to think about the positives. And, you know, what is something that has made you laugh or brought you a sense of joy this past year?
I think one of the silver linings of lockdown is that we saw a lot of creators come to life or be birthed because a lot of people started streaming and started posting on social media more. So a lot of creators that I watch daily now are people I discovered during the pandemic. Elsa Majimbo is a prime example. I just honored her at the Streamy Awards as well. She's a comedian from Kenya who's just incredible. And who knows, if it wasn't for lockdown, maybe she wouldn't have picked up the camera as much and done what she does. So that has been really helping me through rough times. And I think art in general, you know, it's been such a beautiful silver lining because we've all turned to art. We turned to film, we turned to TV, we've turned to music. And I think it's really showed and TikTok. And it just shows us how important being creative is, you know? So that's been really beautiful for me.
For sure. And finally, I've never been a New Year's resolution guy, mainly because I don't like to put that kind of pressure or set myself for disappointment. But, you know, I feel like this next year, I think goal setting is so key for a lot of people. Have you set any goals or intentions for yourself in life, love, and career for next year?
Yes, I have. That I just made up right now based on this question.
Yeah,
it's the thing you said because I've been thinking a lot about it as well, to be honest. And that is, I really want to prioritize having fun. I have just learned through the last 10 years of my career that you can work really, really hard and that is very important. And you can pull the all-nighters when you have to. And yeah, you can applaud that. But if you do all that and you look back and you go, I didn't have fun, none of it is worth it. You have to, if you're going to work so hard, you have to have fun. And so whether it's season 2, whether it is my YouTube channel, whether it is hosting Bud Light Seltzer Sessions for New Year's Eve, I'm going to have fun doing it because these moments have to count. And I actually am going to put this same resolution on people watching. I'm going to force this resolution on you. What you should do on New Year's Eve, you should grab your own Bud Light Seltzer. You should join in and watch this epic live show because I'm telling you, all of my energy will be there because it is pent up. So let's have fun together. Fun. That should be the resolution. Fun.
You better preach. I mean, what's more fun than getting drunk in your sweats with Lilly Singh? I'm just saying.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing.